A journey 1,000 miles begins with a single step. There's a lot of different journeys that people go on. There's one particularly that I'm thinking about taking the next steps on. Now, I'm taking the first couple steps, and not all journeys are the same. Some are harder, some are easier, and specifically this journey involves you guys. Yes, you guys on the other side of the screen watching this video. Now, as you guys know, if you have watched any of my other videos, I posted a couple videos on YouTube before. I also have a podcast that I'm on. It's called So What's the Point? Now, I've always been a big fan of YouTube specifically. I could honestly care less for the other social media platforms, but I got to post on those as well to share different aspects of the story. What story? I'll get to that in a second. Here's the deal. Always loved YouTube, always loved some of the guys who kind of got started in the in the early stages of YouTube, who are still doing it now, seeing their progression and what they did and how they learned and how they had to adapt during the time on YouTube, making videos for you guys to watch. And I had mentioned a few weeks back, I mentioned about 2 months ago that I had taken the leap with a good friend of mine to start a business in the AI world. So far, it's been interesting. We've learned a lot, but we really want to share the journey with you. And by the way, just bought a Mac Mini, and we're going to be setting up some awesome agents on there and have some really cool systems we're going to be building with that on that Mac Mini, using those agents, and hopefully from there we'll be able to help a lot of other businesses implement those systems that we'll be building to save time, save money, and to allow them to be able to build out a bigger company with a smaller team. Now, AI has been kind of the fill-in, kind of like the putty. Everyone's just like, just slap it on there and it will fix everything. From working in it the last couple months, we're not there yet. And honestly, I don't think it ever will be there. And people also talk about how the fact that, well, at some point soon, that AI is just going to replace people who work. Now, you have probably seen massive percentage amounts of layoffs at bigger companies that have been directly affected by some of the breakthroughs in the last few months with this technology. But here's the deal. When you actually boil down everything that's going on, it's just going to come down to the fact that whoever decides to learn AI will have the advantage, and that the people who decide not to will just be replaced by those who decided to hop on this new technology, learn as much as they can, continue to grow and learn as things change, as things develop. And that just seems to be what it is. I don't think, at least over the next few years, I definitely don't see it completely replacing humans. There will always be a human aspect to work. Now, I might be biting my words here in 5 years, but I don't see it to be the case. Being in the front lines for the last few months definitely has shown that as great as technology is, there's a lot that needs to be worked on, a lot that needs to be done, but that's all besides the point. Here's the deal. I love YouTube, and the thing is, I want to take you guys along for the journey, and I want to document it. I've been talking to and also listening to a bunch of different entrepreneurs who are doing really well right now and have years, if not decades, of experience building companies, building businesses, building teams. And none of them say that they wish they had documented less. They always say they wish they had documented more. So it's something I think I'm going to do. Document as much as I can, post at least one long-form YouTube video a week, a couple shorts as well for you guys, just kind of adding as much information, not as much information. My goal really is to provide value, maybe some sort of entertainment too. We will see. With myself and my business partner, we have some very interesting personalities, so maybe you guys will get entertained from that. Yeah, this is really a video to mark a new start a great journey. This will take years, if not decades, to do what we are planning to do, and we will fill you in as time goes on and as we make more videos. But it all starts here. It starts now. Dan Martell posted a video a couple of weeks ago. Just said, grab your phone. Just talk to your camera and say, hey, I'm starting. Dan told me to, shoot a video. Here I am. I'm just doing X, doing whatever. And yeah, just post it. So this is also an encouragement to you guys who have been looking at everyone else succeeding in whatever that they're doing through social media and using that kind of as a platform to launch what other value they're looking to provide to the world and what really makes them get up every morning. So make this also a call for you guys to hop on the boat. Hop on the boat now. It's never too late. It's never too late. So that's why I'm making this video. I just wanted to let you guys know that, and yeah, it will be an interesting adventure for sure. Make sure you can like, comment, and subscribe to this channel if you guys want to follow along. By the way, this won't just be business content. I really want this to be more personal life. I love cars. I love driving as well. I love soccer. There's a bunch of other things. Music. I'm huge into music. Do a lot of jazz. So, airplane. So, once again, I just like YouTube. I like what people are creating there. I have a few select people that I follow, and I love to see really their creativity shine through their content. And this is another great way to be able to share the light of who God really is, real God, who Jesus Christ is, and what he's been able to do in my life, what he's been able to do in my business partner life, and what he's been able to do in everyone else that we talk with and see on a normal basis, on a weekly basis, daily basis. So it's also a testament and a way to share that with you guys. Everyone needs it, whether or not they realize it now or later. But the sooner, once again, you hop on some of these boats, especially that one, the better off you will be in the long term. So, and I know it sounds crazy, it's 19-year-olds telling you that, but here's the deal, man. Here's the deal. I've seen quite a bit. I'm only 19, but I've been through quite a bit. Not trying to brag, but everyone has. Everyone's had struggles that they've had to go through. And those learning experiences have definitely shown me that there's something bigger out there. Because of that, it makes me also want to do something bigger than just myself. For I'm only here for a finite amount of time, but something I can build and people I can help can be here for so much longer and have so much more of an impact. So ultimately, that's what I'm trying to do. So you're gonna see a lot of different types of content with around, who knows, personal life, business life. We'll share how in the world that you build a billion-dollar AI company. That's the ultimate goal, man. 10 billion would be awesome, but we're shooting for $1 billion. Well, 10 billion, technically we should shoot for 10 billion and land on $1 billion. Shoot for the stars, land on the moon. But anyways, it's all besides the point. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, like, comment, subscribe if you want to follow along. More content coming your way.